Alright guys, today I'm going to do a video here on how to create a beard neckline. Now I've covered this topic before in one of my other videos, but only as an addendum to everything else. And you wouldn't know where to look for it, judging from the title. It just happens to be thrown in there with the mix. And so this video is strictly about how to create the beard neckline. So if you want to go back later, you're going to know exactly where to go. You're going to know how to find it. Now, having said that, this video is not the definitive video on how to do this. This may not be for you. Now, everybody's face is different. Some people are younger, some people are older. They have different preferences, different opinions. Jaw lines are structured differently. People store fat in different ways. It's much different for younger men than it is for older men. But I think you should be able to get something out of this. You know, I like to have set patterns, so I always know what to do the next time I come back. I don't like to be whimsical, but I'm also not afraid to make mistakes, and that's what I would encourage you to do too. You know, it's good to have a pattern, which is what I try to establish here, but I do want to say, don't be afraid to make mistakes, especially with the neckline, the cheek line, things like that, because those areas grow back fast because it's not the main body of the beard. Now, another request I've had from people besides this one is, will you grow your beard out long enough, much longer, so that when you cut it back, you do these instructional videos, we can see the hair falling off, because we don't see much of a difference when you're doing it. Well, there's a reason for that, because these videos are about maintaining the beard. I like to look sharp all the time, and you should. All of you should. And so no, I'm not going to grow it out longer so you can do that. These instructions I give you are good enough. And we're all grown men here, so no whining. All right? So having said that, here's how I establish the neckline for my beard. It's just how I do it. May not be for you, but then again, it might very well put you on your way for at least establishing your own patterns, give you ideas. Now what I do is I use my ears and my Adam's apple to create where I want to go, to create a line. Now, the way I do that is you see how the angle of my ear is right here, all right? I use this line right here. I follow this line, not down to my earlobe, but I follow this line all the way down to the Adam's apple, the top of the Adam's apple, all right? I draw that line all the way down to the top of my Adam's apple. And the reason why is because I don't like chin strap beards. If you want to have a beard with any kind of girth at all, with any kind of depth, and what I mean by depth is when you can't see your skin through your beard. If you want to have any kind of depth at all, you've got to have some hair under the, on the ceiling of your lower jawline right here. See, I like to grow my hair all the way back here. Some people like to cut it way back here. They like to cut it way back here. I don't like that, because if you ever decide to grow it out longer, you're gonna have a really hard time. It's gonna look like you're lacking something. And then when you realize that you really need to grow that hair out under here, it's just gonna take you longer. So I create this line. You can take your trimmers. And you can follow this line right here. Now, it's good to have a side mirror. I always do this right beside my medicine cabinet. I can swivel the door to the medicine cabinet, so I can change the angle of the mirror and get a better look at the side. So I hope I can do this well enough in the video. But so here's how I do it. Turn your clippers on. Follow the line of your ear. All right, all the way down to the top of the Adam's apple. And this will give you a good line right here to where you will not have it going up too far. All right. Here's my line by my ear. Now it does take some practice, I will say. And I follow this down. And go to the other side. Follow this down. See how I do that? And I can also go up if I want. And it's really that simple. It's just really that simple. And then you can take your razor and you can go back. Now you can wet your skin, apply your conditioner, your shaving cream, whatever it is you use. I like to use conditioner. And then you can go back. You can also shave those lines. I go here. Once you've used the trimmers, to dig into the beard, it's then easier after that to not have to use the trimmers and just go back with your razor. Right here, I'm above my Adam's apple. We'll go over here. You gotta forgive me. I have to be able to see. I have to be able to see what I'm doing. All right. So see, I've got both sides. I follow the ear line all the way down to the top of my Adam's apple, and you see how the hair is covering the ceiling of my lower jaw right here, completely covering the ceiling of my lower jaw, because I like to be able to look from side to side and see all of that growing in. I just think it's a sharper look. I think it's the way to go, at least for me. That doesn't mean that I don't like it. I mean, there are some guys who have beards that they do get them trimmed back a little bit further, but they also have different shaped faces than I do. You know, that's what makes the difference. I've tried doing that. I will say this. This especially helps if you do have fat that you're storing underneath your jaw. And you get that the older you get. You start almost forming a gullet, like a pelican, as you get to be older. Skin starts hanging. It doesn't matter if you lose weight, you'll still get skin hanging underneath your chin. Beard is a great way to cover that up. It's just one of the earmarks of getting older. So I let my beard cover that completely up. I've shaved it off before. I didn't like that. And so I grew it back and made sure that I covered it up in my beard. And there you go. That's how I do it. I follow the ear line all the way down to the top of my Adam's apple. And that just gives me a nice look, I think. And I think it'll do the same for you. Now, when you're done doing that, make sure you apply any kind of aftershave lotion or whatever it is you use. Also, you want to make sure you're still using beard oil and beard balm in your beard. I like Artius Man, and this is the Bayram. I've talked about this many times before. The oil and the balm. And if you go to artiusman.com, you can purchase anything from their website and get 20% off if you use the promo code Greg20. Don't be afraid to do that. You can also get plenty of free beard oil samples, and they're exquisite. You'll really like them. I think you'd be foolish to pass up on that offer, but give it a try. You're going to get your beard oils and balms and all your other beard products somewhere. Why not try Artius Man and use promo code Greg20? All right, so that's how I do my neckline for my beard. All the way down here, all the way down here to the top of my Adam's apple. It fills in all this. Got it? Now, if you have any questions, let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. I may not get to all of them right away, but I hope this has helped. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.